Hello, my friends. Today is Wednesday, the good old Wednesday. Fucking hump day. I wish I was going home to go hump some stuff, you know. If that was dirty, I apologize. But it's the truth about hump day. It's really fucking bright, so that's why my camera view is really dark. The sun is literally right here. So once we get up here and we turn a little bit, you'll be able to see this handsomely gorgeous face again. But I want to talk to you about some things, guys. I'm going to start off by saying there is a subscriber of mine. Their name is Penny Lover. They've been subscribed to me for a very, very long time. They are like, you know, one of the true full-time Matt Freeman MVPs, you know, because they've, you know, they're one of the few that have been with me for years, and I appreciate that. But I did not say their name yesterday, Toothless Tuesday, and my amazing fiance brought it up to me, and it is not that I technically had forgotten to say your name. What it came down to is you messaged me about breaking your dentures right before I made that video, so I refusingly said your name because I had this inclination that I should probably talk about what happened. Now, I don't really know for sure because I still haven't heard back from you from the last thing that I asked. So hopefully we can figure this out more in detail so I can educate the people on what not to do. But as the details that I have gotten say that some potato chips were being eaten and the denture broke. Now, here's the thing. Well, two things, really. One is talking about should they pay $200 and have the denture fixed when they don't have the money, or should they say fuck it and try to super glue it together? And I didn't really say anything about it because I don't really know, because obviously that's your choice. You know, you're gonna have to choose what you want to do. You know, I don't know what I would pick if I was in that situation, because I know dentures are not cheap. You know, so you don't want to do something to them that's gonna fuck them up that you're gonna have to pay even more money. But at the same time, you know, super glue is really ain't that. You know, you could take like a fucking Dremel and grind off what you super glued. So it's like one of those things where if you fail, you know, it could just end up being like, all right, grind it back off, then take it, pay the $200, have it fixed. Or you fail and then you're paying a couple grand to get new dentures. Or then, you know, or the off chance you do a good job in the beginning and then you don't have to worry about it. You know, it's up in the air. I don't really know exactly what to say because, you know, like I said, dentures are expensive, and I even hate having a video out there that says how to adjust your dentures yourself, because realistically, I'm like telling people like, hey, you know that really expensive thing that you paid for that you should have professionally trimmed down? Yeah, you don't have to do that. You can just do it from home, and then I show you the most redneck way of getting that done, which it works, and it's a good way to save money. I mean, I didn't have to pay for when I got the dentures trimmed down, but it was the fact that I was driving like 40 minutes away to have them trimmed down. So it was like I could have them trimmed, be like, oh, that feels fantastic, because it wasn't poking me where it had normally been poking me, and then go and wake up next morning and my mouth hurts because now it's poking me somewhere else, and then I have to drive another 45 minutes back to where I was getting, you know. So it was literally one of those things where it was just like, if I can do this myself, I'm just gonna do it, so that way I don't have to drive that far. And so yeah, so you know, take it as you want. You know, if you want to adjust your dentures on your own, and you want to use my techniques, then that's up to you. If you fail, I hope to God somebody's not out there like, my denture's fucked up because I listened to Matt Freeman and he was wrong. Because I am not saying that is the right thing to do. I'm saying it worked for me. That's where we're going to leave that. Now, switch over to this other topic that I want to talk about. There's actually another topic on top of that, but I can save that for tomorrow. It's not the biggest deal. This one I do want to talk about today, which is last night. Now, okay, actually, let's take it back a little bit farther. For those who have watched me for a while, and or the ones of you that keep up with the channel in the sense of you don't watch just the denture videos, or you don't just watch this video, but you actually watch like all the videos I post, you will remember a few months ago I explained the fact that YouTube had changed their money policies, blah blah blah. You know, YouTube pretty much was like paying me like 2 cents a video for like every 1,000 views it got. It wasn't really that isn't like accurately, you know, displayed there for you guys. That's not the real standings. But like, you know, I explained to you, I told you guys that in like 4 years of running commercials on my videos, I made like $4. So, you know, it's a big rip-off, and YouTube's a joke when it comes to that. Well, YouTube heard all of our voices, and they came back and said, hey, look, we're going to revise what is allowed and what's not allowed to have advertisements. So then they released that about a month later, saying like, hey, you know, if you smoke cigarettes, if you cuss, if you display a lot of like things that are owned by a company that you don't have the right to display stuff by, like stuff like that, like these are the reasons and things that make videos advertisable. And obviously, as the main ones I said in the beginning, because you could tell they were the ones that eat at my brain the most, were the cussing and the smoking. Because guess what? I do a lot of fucking cussing and I smoke a lot of fucking cigarettes on this channel. And now YouTube was like, oh yeah, that because you do that, we don't pay you good. And it's like, oh cool, so where were you fucking 4 years ago when you started paying me, saying, hey, don't smoke cigarettes on video? And you know how easy it would have been to tell me 4 fucking years ago not to put my face, a cigarette in my hand, in my mouth, or whatever, on fucking camera. I would have taught myself then not to smoke on camera. But here I am, recording vlogs for 2 years now. Hey, I drifted my car. And in those 2 years, I've smoked cigarettes while cussing, and now they're just telling me like that's a no-no. So obviously, that back then made me upset, and I wasn't happy. And I made a video about how I wasn't happy, and so did a lot of other YouTubers. And so I made a video for you guys in which I explained all this to you, and I said, hey, look, you know, I feel bad because I have YouTube Red, and I get it for free because of YouTube. But so I don't have commercials. So when I'm at a friend's house and they pull up a YouTube video for me and a commercial comes on, I'm instantaneously like, what the fuck is happening? They're like, it's playing a commercial. And I'm like, well, why? Because literally it's been so long that I've had a commercial play. And, you know, the way that works out is, you know, if YouTube Red subscribers watch your content and you're playing advertisement on it, since they don't play commercials for people like me who have YouTube Red, they just take like a chunk of the monthly subscription for having it. Now, since I don't pay it, somebody else gets that. YouTube pays my way. But in the long run, last night at 1 a.m. I received an email from YouTube being like, hey, by the way, we've changed our guidelines again. This one wasn't good. This was like, hey, remember how a long time ago we told you, Matt Freeman, if you started a YouTube channel and you could get, I think it was 5,000 views a month. Didn't even count for subscribers. Didn't give a shit if you had 10 subscribers or if you had 100 or 100,000. If you could get 5,000 views in a month, YouTube would run commercials on your shit and pay you for it. So then naturally, my car is like acting weird. So naturally, my right. So 5,000 views. You get 5,000 views, YouTube will pay you money for running commercials on your videos, because to them back then that was a high enough amount for them to be like, hey, you're a worthwhile candidate to make some money. Now naturally back then it wasn't much, and I was okay with that because of the fact I was brand new, thinking, oh, one day it will get better. And my channel's kind of floated. Now I will tell you some of the nerdier stats, as they call them on YouTube, of my channel, just so you guys can fully understand where I'm coming at. But I kind of fucked up, because there are people here, and I don't think that they will give a shit if I break the law, but the school has like no do not enter signs on certain roads. I gotta turn down one of those do not enter signs roads. See, like this one that says exit only, and I'm like, haha, don't yell at me. I'm just driving around. I don't know why I turned my turns around. Anyways, so pretty much what happened is last night YouTube was like, guess what? We changed our standards. So YouTube partners now we now require more from YouTube partners, and they changed the whole money system. So now people actually make a lot better money off of commercials, like we should have from the beginning. But here's the problem. Now, like I said, I haven't put a commercial on any of my videos for 4 or 5 months, so it's really not that big of a deal. But it makes me mad in the long run that they're like, hey, now we've bumped it to, you have to have 1,000 subscribers, and you have to have 400 hours of watch time in 1 month. And that's a lot. Like, a lot. Alright? So, I didn't know where that was going to put me. I only have 307 subscribers. And I'm not saying that like I'm upset. I am happy and so proud of the fact and thankful for every single one of you out there that has subscribed to me and given me that 307. But naturally, I don't make that 1,000 range, so that kicks me off there. But then when it comes to watch time, I have 9,800 and some minutes of watch time. And I didn't know what that equated to. So last night I did the math and found out that what that comes out to being is I have 166 hours of watch time. Which means, holy God, you all out there have watched my face the last month 166 hours worth. Like, that's huge, people. I am unbelievably thankful for that, because of the fact that I am and will always be thankful for anything. But I remember back in the day when I was rocking fucking like 30 views a month, and I was so proud of myself. I was like, dude, we're gonna get somewhere. And now I'm getting like 5,000 views a month, and you know, like I said, 166 hours of my videos of my face is watched in a month. And I'm like, wow, that's just, I won't say impressive and make it seem like I'm gloating, like, oh, I'm the best YouTuber, because obviously we all know that that's nothing compared to, you know, real YouTubers out there. But it impresses me, it excites me, it makes me so thankful for all of you guys out there that you've given me a channel that it can actually get almost 200 hours of watch time in a month. That's huge to me. So thank you again. I know I keep saying it, but I am super thankful for all of you guys. And you know, without you guys, this channel wouldn't be what it is, and I probably wouldn't be making videos. So yeah. So kind of shitty that YouTube kicked me back off, so now even if I wanted to run commercials, I can't. But like I said, it's really not that big of a deal because we haven't been. And then actually on top of that, since they did all that, it kind of made me pay attention and realize how much time is actually spent on my channel, which made me feel good. So thank you. So if you guys like this video, like would be much appreciated. If you're new to the channel, you should subscribe to keep up with awesome content like this one. For our part of the channel, you can share the video, show other people how awesome today's video was. And again, thank you, and I love you guys, and I hope that you guys have a fantastical day with my face in it.